Namaskar, welcome to the Snakemaster program. Anyway, I'm truly happy, very happy on this journey in search of different kinds of guests. The Snakemaster team is now in the Thiruvananthapuram district of Kerala. To be precise, we are near places called Naalanchira and Mannamthala. This is a village, a lovely, peaceful place. It is breezy here too. The location is along Bhagavath Singh Road at a spot called Therikal Lane. Namaste, sir. So, sir, is this the same well where you spotted the snakes? Yes. Walk carefully, since there is always a chance of snakes hiding in trash. Now let's have a look at the well he mentioned. This is that well, right? You saw only this many snakes earlier, didn't you? Look, there are snakes sitting on the edge of the ring. It might climb up. This is a gate, right? Yes. It must have come over this and ended up here. I think there is a hole near the pipe. That small hole may be having a connection to the other side. It's enough for a snake to slip through. Also underneath here there is a way to go inside, and there is this cloth. It can climb through that. Let's gently lift it. Not like that. Let's raise this side. Yes, like that. We shall carefully move it and place it against the coconut tree there. Watch your hands. This grill cover is rusted. Be careful not to get hurt. Look here, there is some dried snake poop. Anyway, let's see. Yes, see this hole here. It extends towards the bottom of the well. It must have come through there. Could you get me a stick? Let's take out the snakes one by one. See, it has shed its skin. I think it must have shed its skin somewhere outside the well. Judging by this, the snake may be about 15 days old. We can't be certain, but we can make a rough guess. The baby snakes near this one are a bit larger. No matter the species, the offspring of animals that give birth to many babies are often different in size. This one hasn't started eating well, which is why it looks skinny. Once it begins eating properly, its color will change. This is a small cobra around 1 to 1.25 foot in length. These days, bites from such babies don't affect me much, which is why I am handling it lightly. Unlike baby Russell's vipers, baby cobra bites aren't always deadly. Look, it is raising its hood. Sir, could you get me a bottle? Now I am taking the next one. This snake has also shed its skin and is likely less than 15 days old. It looks the same as the one we took out earlier. I think these snakes weren't getting enough food in the well. Being trapped there for so long, they look exhausted, unable to even climb up the well or the rope. The first one we bottled and this one are of the same size and age. It must have ended up in this well while searching for food. It could have come through the cloth partially covering the well or through the hole in the wall of the well. Let's bottle this one next. Will this area get flooded during rains? Yes, of course. Water fills the yard there and flows in this direction. Did water enter this area recently? Yes. No wonder the snakes got washed away and ended up here. Now I am taking out the next one. This is also a sibling of the two snakes in the bottle. Same size and age. It has also shed its skin but is still tired. Good that Mr. Kumar found these snakes in the well. Thanks to his fishing habit, he spotted them only because he came this way to fish. Had he not seen them, they would have languished in the well. I don't know whether any snakelets have already died and sunk in the well water. There is a foul smell in the well. This baby is also around 15 days old. Now I am taking out the fourth one. It is the same age but hasn't shed its skin. There can be 1 or 2 days difference between when siblings shed their skin. Some may shed on the 7th, others on the 8th or 9th. Like the two we rescued earlier, this one is also weak. Now let me take out the fifth one. This one is healthier than the first 4. The color is different, so it may not be a sibling of the others. It has a good size and is active, about 20 days old. Look, it has passed motion. We have already collected 5 in the bottle. We can still see 2 more inside, but there is a smell in the water, so I feel some of the smaller ones may have fallen in earlier and drowned. That's quite possible. Out of the 5 we picked, 4 were in poor health and 1 was slightly better. The remaining 2 appear to be in slightly better shape. Let me pick one now. This one is a bit more active. A healthier guest. I feel this one may have eaten once or twice, maybe more, because this is an area with many small frogs. So I feel these might not all be from the same clutch. It is possible that several females laid eggs nearby, and when water levels rose, the babies climbed up and then fell into the well. That's probably how they ended up on the cloth and eventually in the well. Look, this one is quite healthy. If it bites someone, they will need to go to hospital and get proper treatment. While it may not be fatal, it is still dangerous. This one appears to have more venom than the others, so one must be careful. Among those we have caught, this is the healthiest and most well built. It is about 1.5 feet long. Look how lively it is. Of the 6 we have collected so far, this 6th one is the healthiest. The others weren't healthy. One more is still in the water, but now let's bottle this one too. Now one snakelet still remains. So far we have collected 6. Let's look around the area if there are more. These are all very young babies. Most are in decent shape, strong and active. When we bottle them, the healthier ones might eat the weaker ones. Now we have bottled 6. One of them is the healthiest, 4 were weak and 1 was in slightly better shape. Now let's move on to the 7th one. Here comes the 7th guest. This one also looks emaciated. When we saw it in the water, it looked fairly large. Of the 6, only 1 had a noticeable difference. This one seems slightly healthier than the others. These snakelets must have hatched 10 to 15 days ago. After 15 days, their venom becomes more potent, so they can pose a real danger. Be careful, don't walk through these areas without footwear, and always tap the ground ahead. Children especially should wear rubber or plastic shoes that cover above the ankle so that if a snake strikes, its fangs break on the shoe. Let's now bottle this seventh one too. The cobra's mating season typically runs from mid-November to mid-January. After that, in February, March and April, they begin laying eggs in burrows. Importantly, it can take up to 120 days after mating for them to lay eggs. After laying, the eggs take about 55 to 60 days to hatch. This is a common trait of the Indian cobra, or Murkan in Malayalam. Typically, cobras mate in November, December, lay eggs around January, February, and the eggs hatch in March, April or early May. Usually after laying eggs, the female cobra won't go in search of food. Even after mating, some females don't eat. They may only go to the nearest water source to drink, and even that very slowly and carefully. Once the eggs are ready in their body, they slow down. They come out of the burrows slowly, bask a little in the sun, then move to a shady area and rest. This is a common behavior in our native cobras. I once had a rescued cobra lay more than 40 eggs in a cage at my home before it was released back into the wild. So it is impossible to say definitely that a cobra lays only 12, 20 or 30 eggs. The number depends on its physical condition and mating. According to that, they may lay more eggs if the nesting spot is suitable. Cobras almost never lay eggs out in the open. They use burrows or sheltered places. Sometimes they lay eggs under heaps of dry coconut leaves or in rat holes beneath, especially in places that stay cool with a slight warmth. One egg gives rise to one hatchling. Once hatched, the baby may stay around for a day or two. Once it sheds its skin for the first time, it disperses on its own. It has no bond with the mother. Looking at this now, we can clearly see two types. Around 5 are very small and 2 are slightly larger. Among those two, one is clearly healthier. Whatever it may be, this was a wonderful episode presented to us by our beloved Kumar sir. We had the rare opportunity to rescue 7 young cobras trapped inside a well. I believe our viewers truly enjoyed the exciting highlights of this rescue. We shall meet again in the next episode or segment with new guests, new incidents and new stories. Until then, heartfelt thanks from all of us.